What's going on? What's going on? What's going on, Facebook? This is a little pop stream. Unexpected stream. Not planned. Not planned at all. But I had to come on and say a few words. I just got a response message from a young lady, of which I won't call her name. I respect her opinion. But one thing I've noticed with these talking points, when you can't defeat the argument, ladies, why do you go back to the old ammunition, which is called deflection? Data and statistics that support everything that's being said as it relates to bad outcomes. Why even after getting that information, you either go into deflecting statements or you go into shaming tactics, insult, guilt, the need to be right. This particular young lady said to me, based on my talking point last night, where I was making an attempt to explain how this culture is not a culture of family, but in fact it's become a culture of individuality. And then I went on to explain different reasons within that culture that we have right now, which has broken up our families. This young lady said, we didn't have any choice, meaning black women didn't have any choice, that they were forced to behave a particular way because black men had walked out on them and left them. Well, let's explore that. Because see, one thing I know for certain, ladies, black men don't just walk out on you for no reason. Black men don't just decide to leave because they found a new apartment somewhere across town. That would be refusing to take accountability for anything or any part that you may have played in the relationship. And see, the thing about it is today, while men are now talking about what they want, we're not falling for that crap no more. Sorry, that playbook is old. You need a new playbook. That old playbook of blaming the man for everything and it's all his fault, but you did nothing. Like you sat there with a halo over your head. We're not falling for that no more. That's an old playbook. Got to get a new one. That ain't working. Men are talking today and they're talking about what they want. What you need to do is find out what they want if you're interested in having one. Otherwise, you know the outcomes. We determine relationships and marriage. And if we don't pick you, you die alone. Or you use what's called alternative lifestyle living, which means like compound living, where you and a bunch of girls, and you've heard me mention before in other streams, you and a bunch of ladies get together, move in together, you know, maybe have a dog or two. Each one got your own respective rooms. You sit on a long couch with popcorn and watch Netflix together. And then you share the bills and the expenses of the house or the apartment. This is what you're going to be forced to do if we don't pick you. We determine relationships and marriage, not you. You determine sex and childbirth. That's what you determine. Anyway, this young lady said, we were forced to do certain things because black men walked out on us. I had to make it understood to her with the stats, data, and statistics. That's all I will talk about. It's not going to be my opinion. Take the facts, take the data, take the statistics, or take the bad outcomes. 51% of black men are single and childless. 61% of that same number live in the middle class. So when you start talking about there's no good black men, where are you looking? Perhaps you're not a good black woman. That's why you're not being found. I said in many different streams, he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. Are you a good thing? Stop talking about how men ain't good. Figure out whether you're good for the good men you talk about. Because obviously if your outcomes are bad, you've been picking wrong. You've been picking wrong. I know too many good black men. In fact, I know one personally. His name is Charles Chambers, me. I'm one of those good ones. But do you know when you see a good one? And more importantly, do we see you? See, because many of you ladies are masculine. You've heard me say it many times before. I'm not going to take it back. You're masculine. You're not fit. You're not friendly. You're not feminine. You're not non-combative. You're confrontational as hell. You're not easy to get along with. A man does not have a great experience with many of you. You know you run everything out the front door. If he stays, he'll go crazy and lose his mind. So to form your lips and say that there are no good black men and that men just run out on black women. Then this young lady had the audacity to say something that was really laughable. I mean, it was probably the best laugh I had all morning. She said, she's considering other cultures because black men here are just not available. I thought that was so hilarious. Again, the stats prove you wrong, young lady. The stats prove you wrong. If they're not available, you don't know how to even be available for them, for the men you say you want. I told you, men want fit. Many of y'all dropped the ball right there at the first one, fit. 80% of black women are overweight. And 80% of that same number is morbidly obese. Shall we continue? I just finished telling you we want fit, feminine, friendly, cooperative, non-combative, easy to get along with, a great experience. And many of you fail with the first one. Fit. You fail with the first one. You can't just give men whatever you think they want or whatever you feel they want and expect them to pick you. Why should they pick you? And if they do, why should they keep you? Now, you can be overweight and have sex. We see a lot of that going on. Yeah, we see a whole lot of that going on. But are you being kept? Men want what they want. This conversation is not going to stop. This conversation is not going to stop. And you won't stop it by deflecting, ladies. You won't stop it by refusing to take accountability, ladies. You won't stop it simply because you don't want to hear it. Men are talking about what they want. You had your turn. Now men are speaking. This is Charles Chambers. Let's talk about it. I look forward to speaking to all of you Friday night. Come one, come all. I'll be there. We are out.